So probably so far I think it is clear. You will get a detailed notes by Monday. Okay, this weekend I have 2 days off, right? So I'll get your detailed notes so that you can you can refer it. It's not very short like this, but it will be in depth. I'll give you a detailed notes probably by Monday at max. I'll give you it off. Okay, so probably by Saturday or Sunday I'll get it done. Started working on it. I'll give it to you. Okay, so variables. So variables now. What is a variable? Okay, just leave about whatever is written or defined here. Just leave about stuff and just tell me what is a variable. Okay, what is it? It is nothing but some identity provider. Okay, simply we'll call it as an identity provider. Okay, so like your name is Sampath, Sandeep, Saumat, there's some other person. So how am I identifying your names in a session? So with your names, see, I can't see you, right? So how am I identifying you? Whenever you start speaking, I look at your names and probably in a couple of days, I get used to your voices. But initially, how do you identify? I just see your name with which you're logged in. Based on that, I can identify who is speaking, right? Similarly, variable is nothing but some identity provider. Identity provider of what? Some value, okay? So in your memory, how does it, in your, in your memory, in your CPU, actually, how does it actually work? Okay, work out. So I said variable 1 is equals to some x, whatever. So it is x or y, it's x, y, z, okay? So variable 1 is equals to x, y, z, let's see. So this variable 1 is nothing but there is some memory allocated for this variable 1 inside our memory allocation. There is a little space allocated for this variable 1. Okay, in that xyz value is stored. Okay, so it is nothing but one box of space allocated. Inside that box you have value xyz saved, and that box name is var1. So whenever you say var1, it is referring nothing but actually it is calling the address where this xyz is stored. Var1 is pointing to the address where xyz is stored actually. Okay, so variable is a character string to which we assign a value. Okay, it's a character string on left hand side to which we assign a value on the right hand side. The value assigned could be a number, a text, a file name, a device, or any other type of data. It could be anything. Okay, the name of a variable can contain only letters. Okay, there is some convention to define a variable. It should have only letters A to Z or capital A to Z or small a to Z and numbers from 0 to 9 or underscore character. It will not allow @ hash, dollar, not, star. All the symbols will not be allowed in your variable name. If you try to create a variable name with any of this, it will throw you an error. Okay, so let's see whether it will throw an error for us or not. Okay. Vi insert hash not /bin/bash. Sorry. Okay, bash or sh anything is fine. Insert where 1 is equals to 10. Echo $var1. Fine. Now var _2 is equals to 5. Echo $var underscore 2. Fine. Now, where at the rate 3 is equals to 8, echo dollar, sorry, echo dollar where at the rate 3. Let's see what happens now. sh, where dot sh, okay, says command not found. It is not taking any of these special characters. Just taken it. Now just do one thing quickly. See what it does is, okay. What is it saying? Where one command not found, where two command not found. What happened to it? Yes, it doesn't have sense or something. Mostly. With Python needs spacing and shell doesn't need spacing, okay? It always happens. So where 1 is equals to 10 or where 2 is equals to some name, whatever you want to give some name here. Let's say hello. See what happens. See, it is printed 10, it is printed hello, but I said where $3 says line 7 command not found. Okay, so dollar is not, or any other special character is not valid. Okay, so when you declare a variable, okay, just show you. Okay, so coming to operators, we will use variables going ahead. It's just a definition what I showed you. So operators. So what are operators and how many types of operators we have? We have seen most of them in Python, but let's see. So what operators you have? Plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay. Modulus, equals to, comparison, and not equals to. So we know plus to add, minus, but here it should be, there is a different format of writing it. Okay, it should be written something like this: within a single quotes, expression of $A plus $B, $A minus $B or $C. It's I mean, when you have to multiply, you have to put a slash, then multiplication. Okay, slash something. Okay, and this is used to, this is for division. Modulus. So modulus gives you the remainder. Division gives you the dividend. Okay. This is to assign some value, A equals to B or A equals to C, what we did for a variable now. Double equals to check if left hand side value is equals to right hand side. Not equals to check if left hand side value is not equals to right hand side. Just I'm trying to explain, we use all of them and write a program. So another form, so how do we check, less than, greater than and all? We give symbols usually. we have to give hyphen EQ for equals to. It will not take greater than and less than symbol in shell scripting. Those are used for some other operators. Okay. So if you have to write, check some condition for less than and equal to and greater than or equals to, not equals to, in all the scenarios, you have to go ahead with this hyphen EQ for equal to. You can use double equals to symbol. Okay, you can either use equal to or EQ, hyphen EQ. For other things like not equals to, you can use again not equals to or hyphen NE. Greater than hyphen GT. Less than hyphen LT. Greater than or equals to hyphen GE. Less than or equals to hyphen LE. These are the symbols. Okay, just remember. I mean, we'll write a program. I'm just trying to walk you through. We'll just see a program. Okay. Have it somewhere. Oh, fine. These are for loops now. It's a better one, which we'll see now. So this example I want to show you for something. So let's comment this part first and let's see, what we should. Yeah. So I said A is equals to 10, B is equals to 5. So we will do simply all the operations here and print it. Okay. So we will do that. So first one I did a addition. So now I'll do B is equals to, no place, single quotes, not single quote, it's escape character actually. There is a tilt symbol underneath your escape button. There is a tilt symbol. Let me press that button. Sorry, press that symbol. Shift. Yeah. The shift, that button gives you this symbol. You'll find it on your screen. I mean, on your keyboard. Just use that button. You press that button normally, you'll get the symbol. Okay. So you have to use the symbol to evaluate any expression. Okay. EXPR $A modulus $B echo $D. Okay, just one was for addition and one was for modulus. Okay, so I said sh_t2.sh. It said first 10 plus 5, 15. It is printed. 10 divided by 5. So what is the remainder? 10 by 5. What is the remainder? 0. So that is the reason it is printed 0. If at all it is 10 divided by, then it would have printed something else. Let's see what it would print even. So now I'm trying to print multiplication and division result. Okay, 10 into 5, 50. Okay, so 10 divided by 5. What is the division? What is the output of division? It gives you the quotient. So 10 by 5 output is 2. It has shown you, right? So we have done plus, minus, into. No, we didn't do subtraction. It's the same, okay? Division, modulus. So now let's check equals to and not equals to, and no, if at all subtraction as well. We'll just see how we are going to write it. The same program. Probably I'll try to. It is minus. Leave it to plus. So equals to and not equals to, we can't check it like this. If at all we are checking it like this, we have to check it with some condition, right? When are we going to check equals to and not equals to? With some condition. So if it is equals to something, if it is not equals to something, then I have to print something saying that yeah, it is equal, it's not equal. So to write that, we need a loop. So first we'll see loops and then come, okay, first we'll see some programs or else probably, and then come back. Just wait. Let me print it. So 10 minus 5, 5, and 10 plus 5, 15. It's fine, right? Operators. So now go to, just remember this. I'll take you through this with a example, with a proper example. Okay. So boolean not equals to. Okay. It's it's a boolean not operator. It inverts a true condition to false and a false condition to true. Okay. It's a logical or hyphen o. We write and or, right? So here you use hyphen o and hyphen a. So hyphen o, if any one of the operand is true, it is true. Hyphen e, both operands are true only, it is true. Okay, the same logic. It's just the denomination is different. Okay, and hyphen z. This is one. It's a different one. Hyphen z dollar a. Okay, what is it trying to do is it is trying to check if it is equals to 0. If it is equal, if it is is not true. It checks if the given operand is 0. If it is 0, then it returns true. If it is not 0, then it returns false. Okay. Hyphen n. Okay, it checks if the given number is non-zero. If it is non-zero, it returns true, or else it returns false. Okay. Str checks if the string is empty. Okay. If the string is empty, then it returns false, or else it returns true. Okay. Let's see a few examples. So how do we write a if block? Why I'm not explaining why I'm not showing you all these operators is, we'll see it along with some decision making statements. Without any decision making statements, how can we evaluate whether how are they actually functioning? For that, we'll see here. Okay. So an if loop. So what is the syntax for if loop? If some expression to be evaluated, then it should be followed by then. Below it, the statement block, the true block should be written, and if block should be first or closed with fi. Okay. So similarly, if else, if expression, then the statement block, else the statement block, again it should be closed with fi. Okay. And multiple if else if expression, then statement to be executed, elif expression 2, then again you have to write then the statement to be executed, elif, so on, then finally else followed by a statement, and it should be closed by fi. Okay. So let's see all of these programs. Okay. For each of them, I'll show you one program. VIT message probably. I'm saying here a is equals to 100 if let's see what this for if elif, probably I have written here only. Okay. Vi if1 dot sh. It's okay. There was no harm in showing it away. Okay. Okay. I said I'll explain you two operators, equals to and not equals to. So these are the two operators which are left pending in the first operator sheet, right? We have evaluated everything and we didn't evaluate both of them. So let's see how we'll evaluate them. See, A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 20, okay? So if $A equals to $B, okay? So then I said echo A is equals to B and close if loop. If it is not equals to $B, then go and print this. Okay. So go ahead and save it. SH. Not SH. Okay. Copy sometimes. It says A is not equals to B. Okay. A is not equals to B because A is equals to 10 and B is equals to 20. Now let's change A value to 20 and see how it works. It should execute the first loop. It's 4. Says A is equals to B, right? So both values are equal, so it printed the true condition or else it printed the false. It again went and checked for another loop and whatever is true, it has printed it, okay? So now instead of using 2, if A is equals to B, print this or else print this, I'm saying. So rather than that, I'll ask it to use a if else block and do it. So how am I going to do it? If, then something, right? Else, thing, echo something, proper indentation, and close it up. See, as both are equal, it's fine. So let's learn one more thing here only before we proceed further. Okay. So now I don't want to take fixed values from here. So but I want to take values from command line. How am I going to do it? Tell me. How am I going to do it? Insert, leave this. I'll say echo, enter val 1. Read A. Read B and enter val 2. So let's see how it goes. So enter value 1, 23, 4, unlock, 23, val 2, 77. So it says A is not equals to B. Okay, whenever I run this program, now it will ask me for input. It checks the condition and it gives you the output. So read is a single command used to take input. Rather than str underscore input or underscore input, you just read here and read here in shell script to read data from command line. Okay. We have seen if and no, if else. So now let's go ahead and see nested if. Okay. So if I'm saying A equals to 100, B equals to 20 and C equals to 10. If I'm saying if A equals to B, then echo A is equals to B. Okay. Else if $A hyphen greater than $B, okay, 100 greater than 20, then echo A is greater than B. Okay. If $A greater than $C as well, then echo A is greatest of all. Okay. So first here I'm saying A is greater than B. But if A is greater than B and A is greater than C as well, then I'm saying echo A is greatest. Okay. Else if echo A is $A less than $B, echo A is less than B. Okay. Else echo none of the condition meets. Okay. So just check all of this, just to check all of these conditions. Okay. Simple. So now why did I write echo touched if, echo touched elif1, touched elif where is it? Yeah, touched elif1. Why did I write it? It's just simple. So if at all this condition is true, okay, then let's see before printing this, I mean after printing it, we'll just see if at all this condition is true only, it should enter into this loop. This condition is true only, it should enter into this loop. Okay. So just to check whether the loops are properly written or not, I just just added some print statements. Okay. sh t1.sh, it says touched elif1, A is greater than B and A is greatest. Okay, it says. So why is it saying so? Let's see. A is equals to 100. Okay. 100 equals to 20? No. So it didn't touch if. Fine. So now it came to elif. If didn't work, it came to elif. Then it touched elif because $A greater than $B means 100 greater than 20. Yes, true. So it went here. And again it came here. If this condition is true, again it came here to check if it is greater than 10 as well. It is true, so it has printed it. So now go back and give 100 here as well and see what happens. A is equals to B and touched if. That's it. It didn't go to elif condition. Even though A is greater than or equals to okay. So greater than or equals to B also, it didn't, even you give hyphen G also, it will not worry. Okay. So let's see hyphen greater than or equals to hyphen G and check whether if it goes here. It will not go. See again it's printed A is equals to B and touched if only. Why did it do? Because this condition is true. Any one condition is true in if block, it comes out of the loop. It doesn't go and check for a second condition. It doesn't go and check for its next elif conditions. One condition is true, it comes out of the loop. As here this condition is true, it has checked it and it has come out. Even though $A greater than or equals to 100 equals to B is still correct, but still it didn't go into this loop, but it has exited here itself. Okay, just to explain if elif functionality, I've just put those print statements. So how if works? Only it checks only for one condition to be met to be true. If it finds one condition to be true, it exits the loop there. Okay. Yeah. This is one which we didn't see. Let me explain first and then we go. So case statement, it's a new one, it's not there in Python. So we will try to check it, if we will use it when we are actually trying to search for a pattern or some specific data. We use this case statement. So case sum whatever you want to compare. Word means what value you want to check. Let's say if you want to check value of some variable, case variable that you have to put there. Okay. So if you want now here whatever word I want to check and what is the pattern with which I want to match. The pattern matches, then what are the statement box that has to be executed. Here I am taking case is equals to fruit. Okay. So in fruit I am saying dollar fruit, that is the value. So whatever is the value of fruit, that it will try to check. If fruit in apple, that is the first pattern, apple, if it's true, it will print some statement related to apple. If it is banana, it will print something to banana. If it is kiwi, it will print something to kiwi. Nothing is, if it is not matching, it will not print everything, but it will just exit like that. Okay. So let's see a quick example. Vi case.sh. Okay, so now I said enter fruit pattern to be matched. So I'll give a fruit name and I'll try to match it. So if it is apple, it will print this. If it is banana, it will print this. It's kiwi, it will print this. This is a syntax for which should be ended by a double semicolon. It's a syntax case, a case statement syntax. Okay, now sh case.sh. I said apple. So I printed apple price, quite tasty. So I said kiwi. So New Zealand is famous for kiwi. Right? That is what is written here. So now I'll print mango. See, it didn't give me anything because it didn't match any of the pattern. It will return me some statement only when a particular pattern is matched, or else it will not give me any output. Okay, it says I like banana and bread. Okay, whatever. So whatever it is printing it. So we have looping statements. Okay. So what are looping statements? Looping statements are few statements. Conditional statements are also called as looping statements or iterative statements, which repeat some set of lines until and unless a condition is met. Okay. So we didn't see while earlier, right? So let's see while. So initially I'm saying a is equals to 0 and said while a 0 is less than 10, do print a and increase a by 1. Okay, and do and done. What is for if and if elif it is then, if then, here it is while do done. If elif fi is the close, here if then and fi is the close, here while do and done is the close. Okay, just remember it. Okay, syntax only, nothing, it's just syntax. So $a is less than 10, just print it. Very good, everything is here only. Let me print it off. Sh loop dot sh. Fine. So first I said a is equals to 0, okay, and a less than or equals to 10, okay, print $a, and a is equals to expression of $a plus 5 I have given. So let's decrease it to 2 and see how it comes. Just for differentiation. Okay, so till here we have to see now. So it starts with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 because we have asked it to get incremented by 2. Okay, fine. So there is for loop after if, while, after while loop. So what is for loop saying? So for variable, there are three types of patterns actually to check for. Okay. So for this variable and set off all these numbers, do some operation the same way which we saw for morning. And for variable, for for loop in so and so list of numbers, range of numbers, again it even does that. So, and not only that, so and so range of numbers incremented by so and so value. So let me explain you clearly with the program. There are three types. Just believe it. Fine. For variable in 0, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, do $var. Okay. Just comment it. We'll see part by part, not all at a time. Okay. So now, so I'm asking it 2, 5, 6, 8, 9 is the list of numbers which I have given. So for variable in that range, print it. Okay. So I didn't ask it to get incremented one by one or something. Just keeps on checking the number. From 0 it starts keeps on checking number till 9. So whatever number it is finding in the list of numbers, it is just printing it out. Okay, that's what it is doing here. Okay. So after that, there is another pattern I told you. Okay. Let me write that pattern as well. Well, stars just separate. For variable in anything, it need not be variable as well. It can be for val in anything. 0 to 6. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you have to. Okay. Echo $val, whatever I've specified near the for, and done. Okay. So what am I saying it? So for value in between 0 to 6, just print it. I just said it. Let's see what it does now. It has printed something from 0 to 6. What it is, I didn't actually say, this is the number from which, I didn't say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I specified it within a bracket saying 0 to 6, between the range of 0 to 6. Okay. So this is one type of usage of for. Okay. So there's another type of usage of for, which is, let's see, it's interesting. For variable in 0 to 20, and it says again two dots, I just kept 4, which says that which is incremented by 4, which is incremented by 4. See, 0 to just till 6, it was the old one. 0 to 20, which is incremented by 4. 0 plus 4, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. And 16 plus 4, 20. Till 20. It has incremented value by 4 and it has printed it out. Okay. And yep. Another one. So now if you want to use for loop to search some files, Okay, so how are you going to use it? So for file in where $home, any of your any path you want to say, okay, just in $home, any file which starts with /.t or something. Let's say, you know, we'll change path to um, yeah, let's leave it in $home and it's fine. We can change path to /root as well. We can change path to root as well and check it from root. We first check it from $home and see what it looks like. So it said .tchrc, okay. So it's telling me something. Let's see what is it. cd / -a. This home actually. So here we have .tchrc, some file starting with dot I said, so it has picked up. So now we'll go to programs inside it and find, okay, cd prgrm is okay, whatever is the name I have given. vi, what was it? No, in the program. We'll check it from here. Are you escape you / insert program / t star, everything which starts with T in programs I want to print it. sh loop.sh, so it has printed you all the files which starts with T. t1.sh, t2.sh, test.sh, test.txt, tuples.py. So just do ls and you can see it. You have here t1, t2, test, some test and tuples. So this is the data which you have with T. Okay. So if you want to find some files within some location using for loop, this is how we find it. Okay. So we have redirectional operators. Okay. So after this we have grep, set and awk. So that, before we go there, we'll see what are redirectional operators actually. Okay. So echo I am saying hello to test.txt. Okay, there is some test.txt here, it is there. So cat test.txt at hello is there. Okay, rm-rf test.txt. Okay, it has removed it. There's nothing called as test.txt now. Echo hello. So when I say echo hello, actually what happens? It prints hello onto the screen. So without doing that work, so what am I trying to do? I'm trying to push output of this into some file, test.txt. So when I say test.txt, it has some value which is pushed or redirected into it. Okay. So even when I give a next time, it actually gives you the, I mean, whatever value you give here, it is retained here, okay? Just let's change it, change the, text, okay? It's hello. In cat the text, you have hello. So, but you want data not to get overridden in this file, but get appended, okay? So, when you want data to get appended, double greater than symbol, just do a cat, you get the new data which you want to push or redirect into a file will get appended into a file, okay? So now you are fetching some data. Let's say you are fetching all the values of, you did a top command and you're fetching all the first column data, all the first column data, and you're trying to append it to a file so that you will know what are the functions or what are the commands, what are the programs, what are services which are used, which is using CPU. So in that scenario, what happens? So all the first line should be sorted out. We'll see sorting and searching techniques later. So once it is sorted, so you have to pull that data and append it into a file so that this data can be later used as a reference for something else, right? So now how are you going to take an output and save it into a file so that it can be later used as an input, or it can be used for some other operations or for some other analysis part or something. For that you use redirectional operators, okay? Two types. One, it will override, single one, double redirection, it double greater than symbol, it appends it, okay? So when you say the redirect input, less than actually redirects input, okay? So now test.txt is taking it and it is trying to do a word count. That is word count it is trying to do and just display it, okay? So WC, it's not only WC hyphen L, it displays you the total lines. Gives you total. It has 3 lines, 3 words and 7 alphabets or letters are used, probably 9 each. So 9, 3 lines, 27, 3 lines, 3 words and 27 bytes of data is occupied. So from where is it taking input? It is taking input from this file. If you want to give this file as an input for something, then you have to use less than symbol to take so that the input is redirected from this file, okay? So this for this purpose we use less than and greater than symbol. We don't have a double less than symbol because we are just only redirecting input. We are not saving this data in a read mode, in an append mode or something, but it is all data is read here and processed for some other operation which you have specified in the left hand side, okay? So any doubts so far?
No, it's clear.
Okay, good. So we have sed, grep and awk. AWK I have explained in the first class, but still it's okay, I'll repeat it. Grep, sed and awk, they need one more session along with, I guess, Python basics. You are there from Python basics starting, right? Did anyone miss Python basics?
Yeah, we are there. I mean, I'm there from Python basics. So
okay. So what about the rest? Okay, probably a few are there. So I'll take another session, probably, sure tell you tomorrow evening or mostly sometime. Shiva?
Yes, Vandana.
Follow them. If you have any doubts, please do ask me. By next week, first session only, I'll give you notes for both Shell and Python as well. Okay? A detailed notes.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Bye-bye.